Greetings electric motorcycle enthusiasts, welcome to Props and Wheels. If you are new to my channel, let me give you a background. I imported 2 Chinese electric motorcycles towards the end of 2019, and this is my son's. During my last ride with mine, I started having some issues with the steering. It was getting stuck in the middle in a couple locations. It felt like it had a bad bearing. But today I wanted to test this one, my son's, on a maybe 20-mile round trip, just to make sure that this is not developing the same issue. Mine has about all over 300 kilometers. It developed the issue at 300 kilometers. This has only 30 kilometers on it, which is around 18-19 miles. That's not much, but I want to ride it a little bit, put some miles on it and see if anything develops. And to make it a little more interesting, I tried to install another camera on the back to give you a second angle. Hopefully that will work. So let's get started and on our way. I'm going to mostly use time-lapse so you don't get bored to death, but if there are any issues, I'm going to come back to real time and then give you my comments. Alright, let's get on the road. Turn it on. Disarm using this and put it on S mode. So I'll be riding in the S mode, not D mode. S mode gives a higher speed, quicker acceleration, but lower battery life. So let's get going. So now that I am paying attention, this steering also has that clicking area in the middle, like to the right. I mean, this is okay, but if I try to rotate, it clicks. So it gives this unnatural feel of the steering wheel being stuck and then releasing suddenly. So it's not nearly as bad. I'm barely feeling it, but I'm sure it's going to cause future problems. So I have to address it. When I'm at the center, it's okay. Like this kind of movement, let me show you. This kind of movement is okay, but anything more than that, it suddenly releases. I'm not sure if it is the locking mechanism for the steering that is causing the issue or the bearing. I'm hoping it is something easy to fix, because looks like both motorcycles have an issue. Mine got to the point that it was unsafe. I'm just starting to feel the issue on this one. So let's continue riding and see if it gets worse. I'm hoping it is just a lubrication issue. If I put some good grease, it's going to resolve the issue, but a part of me says that it is not. It is deeper than that. We'll see. I'll try to do another video looking into this issue this weekend. I just reached my destination. I'm really nervous about my return trip because the condition of the battery. At certain locations when I was climbing, going uphill, it was dropping to 2 bars. Right now it's showing 6 because I did regenerative braking. And also the same issue is also the steering issue is on this one as well. So the first couple degrees when I go right and left like this is fine, and then it is stuck here. So in order to get to the next, I have to, did you see how it released? Same to the left. I have to apply a lot of, I'm just pushing and pulling, and then it releases. You don't feel as much when the motorcycle is moving, but when it's in standstill like this, you can see it is just hesitating briefly in these areas, and also here as well outside. So something is causing it to bind and release. I have to take a deep look, much closer look to both of them when I get home. Alright, so hopefully I'll be able to get back home with this battery, because I didn't bring the charger with me. I should have probably. Anyway, see you on the return trip. It's time for the return trip back home. Let's see if the battery is enough to get me there. And also I'm a little concerned about the steering as well. This reverse is really handy in these kind of situations. Okay, let's get started. I'll hopefully see you on the other end. right. Here I'll be riding on the bike lane. Because the rest of the traffic will be probably much faster than I am. Yeah, the red light is blinking. It has been blinking in the last 10 minutes or so. Whenever I just give throttle above 25% or so, after a couple of seconds it starts blinking. Out of juice, but I'm hoping this is going to be the last hill to climb, and after this it is fairly flat. Back home on 2 wheels, no legs. That's great. Made it back. And of course, as soon as I stop, it is up to 4 bars. That's just a voltage meter, not a capacity indicator. Okay. So what's next? Next this weekend. This weekend, I'm going to attempt to figure out what the issue is with the handlebars on both. Mine is much worse than this, but this is just starting to have that stiff feeling in couple locations and just catching and releasing. So please stay tuned for that, and I'm also planning to do a strip down on one or both motorcycles to see what is inside. I'm really curious about the battery capacity. Is it 20 amp hours less? The size of the batteries, how they packed it, and also the controller. Is there anything I can do to make this controller, for example, use with the lithium ion batteries? I'm not sure. What is the capacity? Can it handle more power? Can I send more power to the hub motor? All to be figured out. So please stay tuned. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any suggestions, comments, please leave them below, and I will try to get to them quickly. And if your request is something that I can do, I'll definitely do it in the future videos. And I really hope that this is working well. I'm going to attempt to put a overlay video from a different angle. So this is the first time I was doing that. Hopefully it worked out fine. In any case, stay safe and healthy. See you on the next video. Bye bye.